Welcome everyone, I would like to show you how to speed up any old iPhone. So let's do the first trick. This one will work the best. You just want to go to settings, then you want to find general, scroll down to the bottom and you should see transfer restart iPhone. You may see an option which just says reset if you're on those older software versions. Tap on this one, then tap on reset and you want to tap on reset all settings. So this won't erase all of your data. Once this is done, you will lose your home screen wallpaper, lock screen wallpaper, and you'll touch the passcode and some preferences to your applications as well. However, you won't lose your data, you won't lose your photos, everything will be intact. And when you do this, what this will do is it will clear any cache from applications. And what this means is if your iPhone's running slow, it will run faster. An example is back with iOS 11 on my iPad Air 2, the control center, when you'd activate it, it wouldn't even run at 60 FPS. Same with multitasking, all that crap. And what I did is I reset all settings and boom, literally, I'm not even joking, everything ran at full speed, 60 FPS control center, 60 FPS multitasking. So this is by far the biggest deal. Tap on the reset all settings, wait for it to complete, and you will notice the speed improvement right away. Of course, the one downside is you have to add the home screen wallpaper again, you have to add your Touch ID or Face ID again, but is that worth it for faster iPhone performance? Absolutely. Now, the next thing you can do is you can go to settings, and you just want to find here, general, and then background app refresh, and you want to turn off background app refresh. So when you turn this off, what this will do is it will prevent any applications from refreshing in the background. And so when applications refresh in the background, it's usually when they're in multitasking. So the next thing is just closing out your multitasking applications. So you may have watched some videos saying, why you should never close out apps from the multitasking. Oh, why shouldn't you do it? Well, here's why you should do it. The reason why is because regardless of how good Apple's multitasking systems are with preserving apps in the background, when these apps are in the background, they are going to consume your battery, but also they're going to require memory, which is RAM. And when your RAM's full, your phone's going to be laggy, and also it's going to require a bit of performance as well. However, if these apps are closed from the multitasking, you don't need to worry about your RAM being full. You don't need to worry about these background apps using your iPhone processing power, which means if you just want to open up applications, you're not going to have that extra lag because Apple needs to reorganize the multitasking, all that crap. So make sure you always close out any applications if they are inside of multitasking. Next, let's clear some storage. So you want to go settings, general, and then iPhone storage. Now, if your storage is nearly full, I recommend you clean it up. And the reason why is because let's say your storage is almost full and your RAM's full. What will happen is your RAM will go to your storage in order to have extra memory. However, if you have a low amount of storage, well, it can't. So what it means is applications just going to run really laggy, really slow. So of course you don't need to have like 30 gig, but just make sure you have at least 5 gig of storage available on your device. So if it ever needs to go to the swap, use your system memory as RAM, you'll be good to go. So inside of here, you can offload unused apps. You can also it has these recommendations here. And you also see the applications which are taking up the most storage on your iPhone. You can delete those. Just get 5 gigs of storage minimum or more. And that means that if you ever run out of RAM, you can always use the swap, which is your system memory, in order to do RAM. And that means that if you have the storage, you're going to be good to go. And you're not going to have any extra slow down there. Next, what you can do is you can check for app updates. So the reason why you want to do this, not always by the way, is let's say you updated to a new app version of YouTube. And let's say that YouTube is now running really slow. Well, what you need to do is just make sure you get on the latest version. So head over to the App Store and you just want to tap on your username right here. And if you have the option to update, usually there'll be like an icon here and it will show all the updates. If you have any updates, update your applications which are running slow to the latest version. And eventually, may take some time because don't forget these app updates may not come out all the time. Eventually, you'll have a good experience with the app you're on. Now, when you have a good experience with this app version, you want to head over to settings, you want to find App Store, and you want to turn off app updates. And when you do this, what this means is you won't have your apps updated to the latest version constantly. So when you're on that version, which is working well, turn off the app updates, and this means that in the future, don't forget guys, when your phone ages, YouTube are going to update their app, not for your phone, they're going to update it for the latest iPhone or the latest iPad if you're watching on iPad as well. Therefore, if you just stay on those older versions which were meant for your iPhone, you'll be good to go and you will not experience any lag. Eventually you will have to update, but by then most likely you will have a brand new phone, probably like 3 years later, something like that. Also, you want to make sure the automatic downloads here, all of these are off. So apps, if you've already done app updates, make sure app updates is turned off as well. Automatic downloads over mobile data, turn that off as well. Offload unused apps, this is up to you if you want to do that. And essentially, this just prevents any background checks from running. When these background checks are running, they can use your iPhone resources. If you're doing stuff like opening up applications, you will notice some lag if these app updates are running in the background. Also, what you want to do here is you want to find mail. Now, I don't think I have, I do have a mail account. So you can see here, you just want to tap on accounts and fetch new data, and you want to turn off push. So what this does is it's going to fetch your mail in the background. Now, I think you know what happens when mail is being fetched in the background. It's going to use your system resources, and when it uses your system resources, your phone may lag, may not run as good as it should be. So if you turn this off, this will prevent the background checks, and this will also help with battery life as well. If you need battery life help, this definitely helps a lot. So just keep that in mind. I recommend you do that right here. And the final thing is this. So we have two final options. So you just want to tap on the search. So tap on search, and you want to search up reduce. And you see here, reduce motion. You're going to tap on this. So we'll just tap on this. And you can see a reduce motion. Turn this on. What this will do is it will reduce your animation. So if you see, if I just swipe up to the home, you see it's just like that. It's just a fade animation. Swipe up and hold. You can see it just go straight to multitasking. And because your iPhone isn't having to do these full animations, this means that your phone will run faster, right? It's quite simple. So you can change the animation. So I prefer crossfade. That just changes the animation you see when going to the home screen. So if your iPhone is really running slow, definitely turn on the reduce motion. This will help you out. And finally, you want to turn on reduce transparency. So if we tap on this here, I'll bring us to this page, and reduce transparency. What this will do, so it's at the top here, what this will do is it will, oh, the wrong one here. I don't even know where, there we go, tapped on the wrong one. So when you have reduced transparency mode on, what this will do is it will remove the error effect on your iPhone. So when you go to control center, you're not going to be able to see the background. Your dock won't be able to see the background. Anything that is translucent will not be translucent anymore. Believe it or not, when you load up that translucent view, it does take a lot more system resources. Therefore, if you turn it off, sure, your iPhone may not look as good, if you know what I'm saying. But what you want to do is just have this off if your iPhone's running slow, and this will actually help with performance. Any error effect will be disabled. If you've ever used Windows 7 and if you turn off the error effect, you know how much faster it runs. This is exactly the same thing right here, and this will help out with the app performance. So these are all the tips and tricks you can do to speed up your iPhone. Doesn't matter which iPhone it is. Of course, if your iPhone's running at full speed anyway, you're not really going to notice a difference. Maybe reduce motion will help with performance 100% even on the latest iPhones, because you remove that fancy animation. But really, I don't think it will. This is mainly for the older iPhones. If you have an older iPhone, you're going to notice big gains with everything I showed in this video. So with that being said, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye bye.